Hello everybody, Happy New Year. Alright, so first one back. So if like me you've done very little over Christmas, you'll probably be feeling a little bit stiff in certain areas. So I think what we'll do is we'll start with doing some hip and lower back work. Alright, and we'll do some, through the 45 minutes, we'll do some core and just a bit more flexibility work today. Okay, so starting off, you're going to be in standing position, feet hip width apart. We're just going to get movement into these hip joints, which helps to free up the lower back. All right, so starting off by bringing your right leg up and over for a circle, and then again, just circling that thigh bone around in the hip socket. Good. So at this point, if this is the right leg you're working, you're going to be standing with the left engaging into that left glute. All right, so make the circle as big as you can. Try not to touch the floor with your foot if possible, but if you need to, that's fine. All right, and then change direction. So bringing that leg laterally out and then around. Keep engaging into the core muscles. You're going to try and keep these hip bones pointing forward. Lovely. And two more. Good. Foot down, look down to your feet. Make sure they're hip width apart, toes pointing forward. All right, bring the left leg up. And again, start to circle that leg. So mobilising that thigh bone in the hip socket. Now working into that right standing glute. Good. Two more. And last one, changing direction, bringing that leg forward and around. Good. You might notice one's a little bit tighter than the other to try and get as much range of movement as you can. Good, last two. And the last one. All right, back to feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward. So leg abductors, using this outer glute, we're going to work the right leg first. So shoulders back, lift up from the chest, engage your abdominals and lift the right leg to the side. And then again. So we're using this right abductor and you're also using the left glute on that standing leg. Keeping that leg as straight as possible. 4 more. Shoulders back and 3. Tummies back. 2 and 1. Good. Feet hip width apart. Swap sides. Shoulders back. Tummy engages and lift. Now you're going to feel one side is more restricted. Keep this standing leg as straight as you can. Tummy back. Good. 4 more. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Chest up. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Now pull the right thigh in towards you. So the hands come behind that leg. All right. So if your balance is a little bit, you're a little unstable, then just keep the leg lower to the floor and lift it up. All right. Imprint that left foot to the ground. And if you can, pull that right thigh in. Circle your foot and change direction. Lovely, well done. All right, don't put the foot down. Bring that leg through and take it behind you now. Bring your chest forward. Good. Raise your arms out to the side. Feel this standing leg engage. Again, if your balance is a little bit, you're a bit wobbly, bring that leg down, okay? Arms up, shoulders back. Otherwise, lift a little bit higher and really feel this hamstring, this glute, all the muscles in that leg connect. And again, bring it through. Try not to touch the floor. Pull it in. Brilliant. And again, one more time. Take that leg through. Don't let it touch the floor. Arms out to the side as high as you can. Hip bones pointing down. Good. And then last time, put it through. Hold that leg. This leg should be screaming a little bit out to you if you've lifted the leg quite high. And then place a foot down. All right, swap sides. So pulling the left leg in. Hold it there. So hip flexion. Standing strength into that right glute. Brilliant. Okay, try not to let that touch the floor with that foot. Leg behind you. Lovely. Don't take the leg too high. Remember, if your balance is a little bit weak. Good, hold it there. Oh, this working here, hamstrings engaging. And then again, pull it through. Pull that leg in. As close as you can to your thigh, hold it there. Circle the foot. Change direction. Last time, bring that leg through. Don't touch the ground. Lift nice and high, hold it there. Straighten those arms out, shoulders down. Good, and pull it through, hold. And place it down to the floor, good. All right, so picking up your weights. So you're going to take your right leg back, okay, as if you were doing a lunge. So you're nice long stride, feet hip width apart when you're doing that. So make sure when you're doing lunges, you're not here. Otherwise that's hard to balance. You need feet hip width apart. All right, so arms down beside you. Just bend your back knee. Your right knee's going to bend, okay, as you do that, but focus on the back leg. And hold this here. So you're opening up this hip flexor, okay? It's a nice stretch. And open your arms to the side for 4 lateral raises whilst you hold this lunge position. And then when you've done your 4th one here, extend your legs and come back up. All right, back down again. Hold, come into 4 bicep curls. Keep your elbows tucked into the sides of the rib cage. 2 more. Good. And come up to standing. Back to lateral raises. Bend the back knee, hold, lift the chest up. Good, 2 more. Extend your legs, and the last time, bend the back knee and come into 4 bicep curls. Brilliant, extend your legs, step your back leg in and step the front leg back. So working other side. Arms beside you, lift up from the chest, engage your center and bend your back knee. So you want your legs to be in 90, and come into lateral raises. Lift your chest. Good, last one. And stand up. One more time, bend your back knee and bring your arms up for bicep curls for 4. Make sure that front knee isn't shooting over the big toes. And come up. One more time through, bend your back knee, hold and raise. Good, you're opening up this back hip flexor. Front leg is doing all the strength work. Extend, last time, bend your back knee and come into bicep curls. Gently squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep lifting up from that chest. Last one, and come up to standing and step the back leg in. Good, weights down. Come to your mat. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you. You're going to roll down, walk your hands away, walk your hands back. Walk your hands away and walk your hands back. Lovely for core, really nice on glutes and the hamstrings, which in turn are going to release the hips a bit, okay? So from here, nod the chin, engage your abdominals and roll down. Look at your feet, make sure they're pointing forward. Hands come to the floor. If they don't, bend your knees and walk your hands forward as if you were coming into upright plank. Now walk the hands back to your feet. Good, don't come back up, but come forward again. And hands towards your feet. Look to your knees and walk the hands away. Shoulders over wrists. Hands come back to your feet. That's 3. We're going to do it 8 times. 4. And walk back. Good. So you should feel those hamstrings stretching. You might even feel a little bit in your glutes. You might feel your back a little bit tight, but this is doing wonders for it. I think that's 6. 2 more. Good. Walk back. Look to the knees. Last one. And hold it there, guys. Hold it here. Plank. So, shoulders over wrists. Spread those fingers. Press your palms to the floor. Pull up on your knees. Keep those legs straight. It's going to be hard if you haven't done this for 4 or so weeks. So just go for the minute today. Just warm ourselves back into it. Keep your head up Don't drop the head as you tire. Shoulders down, eyes forward, head up, abdominals back. Don't let those hips start to sink. Lift. Press through the balls of your feet. Shoulders down, breathe. Keep pressing through the palms. Nice, long, strong arms. Keep going. 15 seconds. Good. Keep it going, breathe. Knees activating, glutes engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down and sit back into your heels. Stretch the arms away. Bring the chest to your thighs. Good. And breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Try and keep your bottom towards your heels. Remember, I say each time, pillow under the back of your thighs if it's a little bit tight on the hip flexors. Okay, back up into 4-point kneeling. So the movement you're going to do now, you're going to stay with your right arm, left leg, okay? So you're going to extend your right arm and right leg away, so you're lengthening. Then you're going to bring the knee and the arm back and keep this right arm at a right angle as you then open the leg and the arm to the side. Bring it back and come back into lengthened arm, lengthened leg. Pull the elbow back to the rib cage, open the arm to the side and bent knee to the left side. And again, extend, draw back, open to the side and return. 4 more. So you're not letting the knee touch the floor as it returns back under the hip. Okay? Good. Nice long arm, long leg. Brilliant. And the last one. Hold it here. Straighten that left arm, supporting arm, and pulse. Pulse the arm up and down. Good. Keep those hips pointing down towards the floor. Don't let that back left leg twist in the hip. 3, 2, 1, and come down. Sit back into your child's pose. Release your wrists. Extend your arms forward. Good, everybody. Well done. Back into 4-point kneeling position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Swap sides. We're going to be doing the left arm and the right leg. Bring the elbow back, knee under the hip, open to the side. Lengthen the arm and leg, return and open. Well done. So when the arm is bent, it's at a right angle as well as that leg. Okay? Keep that knee skimming the floor. So we're not releasing back each time. Keep that resistance into the glute and the hip. 3 more. Good. And the last one. And hold and pulse. Raising the arm and the leg. Keep that shoulder over the wrist. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee in, sit back and stretch forward. Well done, hold it there. I'll take my socks off. So chest to thighs, engage the abdominals, head to floor. Okay, back into 4-point kneeling position. So, you're going to extend one leg away, and you're going to extend the second leg away. All right? Lift your hips and bring the head through those extended arms. So look at your feet now. All right? Make sure those toes are pointing forward. Ideally, have socks off, okay, when you're doing these types of exercises. You can see your feet better. You want to be able to see that the ball of your foot is pressing into the ground. The big toes are engaged. Lift your sit bones. If you can see me, that's not sit bones lifted. That's me flexing into my lower back. This is sit bones up to the ceiling. All right, that's what you're trying to get. This lifting, this hooking up of the sit bone. All right, so we take the flexion out of the lower back, and try and bring in some extension. Hold it here. And from there, lift your right leg. Bring it down. Lift it up. Bring it down 8 times. 6 more. Good. You don't have to lift it too high. This is fine, okay? Just go with where you can work, that range of movement. 4 more. Head through those extended arms. Last 2. Last 1. And foot to the ground. Look at your feet. Make sure they're hip width apart. And then bring up your left leg. Good. Back down. Tap and lift. And tap and lift. Good. 6 more. Nice strong arms, everybody. Open those palms. Shoulders down. 4 more. 3. You don't have to go at my pace. You can go slower as well. Absolutely fine. Last one. And come back into your stretch. Sit bones up. Bend your left knee. Straighten your right leg. Feel that stretch run down the calf. Straighten your left leg, bend your right. Look at your feet. Continue the movement of walking on the spot, but make sure your feet are in neutral, so there's no movement, no like rotation through the mid part of the foot. Keep engaging that ball of the foot, the big toe to the ground, as you're releasing the heel to the floor. 2 more to each side. Good. Lift those hips up. And then bring the chest forward. Upright plank. Bring your left knee to your left hand. All right, remember this one? You're going to take your left foot and bring it over in the direction of your right hip. Okay? So that left knee is out on the diagonal. All right? Now, if that's too much for your hips, too much for this front knee, then you bring this ankle back. All right? So it's actually in line with your knee. And you're going to bring your weight forward. All right? But the idea is, over time, some of you can do this easily, for some people it's a little bit harder. Over time, you want this ankle to be pulled out on that diagonal, and as far as we can get out, the better, because that's giving you more movement into your hips. Okay, so from here, bring your weight forward. And you should feel that straight away into the glute and into the hip. And breathe into that intense feeling, into that, well, hopefully it's not pain, it's just very, very tight. Because if it's pain, you need to bring the ankle in, okay? But if it's just that tight, uncomfortable feeling, then just try and breathe in and breathe out. Don't hold your breath, just relax into that stretch. These stretches are invaluable. They really help lower back, hip issues, okay? Hold it here. Sink the chest down. Okay, well done everybody. Hands under your chest. Lift up, tuck the back toes and extend that back leg. Good. So you're releasing this hip flexor, giving it a stretch, and then you're going to lift your hips and bring that front leg back to meet the other leg. All right, back into upright plank, feet hip width apart. Bring your right knee forward to your right hand. All right, same thing applies. Try to bring that right ankle over towards your left hip, so it's on the diagonal, and then sink your hips down. If it's too much, bring that right ankle so it's more behind the knee, and then come forward. Hold it here. Sink the chest down. Breathe in, breathe out to that tight feeling. One side maybe a lot more awkward than the other. Good. Few more seconds. And then lift the chest. Bring the hands towards you, well done. Tuck the toes of that back leg and lift and straighten that leg. Bring your front leg back to meet it. Hold it here. Good. And then we're going to do the running on the spot, okay? So you're pulling the knees in towards you. They're not touching the ground. Shoulders away from the ears. You bring this to a lower level, just folding the knee in one by one. Each time you return that leg, make sure your feet are hip width apart. Okay? Keep it going. Shoulders down, head up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your elbows, slowly come down to the floor, and release down to the ground. All right, well done. So from here, shoulders away from your ears, push the back of the head up, and hold at the top. Breathe in to hold, breathe out to come back down. Basic extension, and again, push the back of the head up. Forearms are on the ground, not too much tension, I could lift those up. Good, and release. 2 more, shoulders down. Pubic bone presses gently to the floor, breathe in at the top, and breathe out to come back down again. Last one. So we're just starting to get into these mid-back muscles. Good, and now you're going to hold it at the top, and you're going to raise one hand to the forehead. Bring that hand to the floor, lift the other hand. So the back of the hand is just gently touching the forehead, your eyes are looking down, shoulder is away from the ear, alternating side to side. Good. 2 more to each side. And the last one. Lovely. And then come down. So we're going to try this exercise, a swimming exercise. Maybe a little bit too advanced for some people. So I will give you an option. Okay, but let's try it. So you're going to push the back of the head up, shoulders down. Engage your abdominals, lift one hand to the back of the head, and then the second. Stretch your arms out and circle around. So at this point, your palms are facing in towards your thighs. Your arms are long. You're now going to bend your elbows. Bring the forearms back around as if you're in 2 right angles. Stretch your arms away and circle around. Bend your elbows, extend your arms, circle around. Bend your elbows, extend your arms, circle around. Keep it going. Straighten the arms as if you were doing breaststroke. Pubic bone down, abdominals engage. If that's too much for your back, hold extension. Just hold this position, palms facing in. Pubic bone down. Squeeze the shoulder blades, arms high. Okay, most important thing is you're working the mid-back without taking too much tension to the lower back. So if by doing the swimming exercise, all you're doing is loading the lower back, there's no point, okay? So just try and hold extension. So 2 more. Good, and then turn the head and come down. Turn your head to the right side. Pick up your foot with your right hand and pull that ankle in towards your bottom. Okay, if you have no problem with that, pull up the second one. At this point, you should be able to keep the knees in line. So make sure they haven't splayed out to the side. If you are holding one and it's too hard to hold 2, release the first one now and pick up the left. And then if you can from here, turn your head so your eyes are looking down and lift your chest. If this is too much for anybody, then just stay holding that left leg or just hold both ankles, okay? So just adapt the stretch to what you can do. Okay, so what you're trying to do is keep your knees relatively close together, lift those thighs from the floor, squeeze the scapula together. All right, well done. 5, if you can rock, brilliant. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your knees, arms down, push yourself up, and sit back into child's pose. Well done. Stretch your arms forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Always trying to use that exhalation to bring the chest down to the thighs. Picture your own spine. You're trying to take the roundness out of the upper back and make the spine longer. Breathe in, breathe out, slide the hands towards you. Good. Okay, so come onto your back. Feet hip width apart. Toes pointing forward. So we're going to come into, I'll show you what we're going to do actually. We're going to do bridge. So this is all about engaging into your glutes whilst releasing the hips. And obviously there's an element of core abdominal working here just because we're going to be holding ourselves up in that bridge position. So you're going to take one big bridge and lift up. You're going to pulse at the top for 2 and come down. But you're not going to quite touch the floor before you go up again. And pulse for 2. And then come down. And then lift up again and pulse for 2. Okay, so you got it? And then keep that movement going. So 1 lift, 2 pulses, and come down. Don't release completely before you come up again. Keep the movement going. Now imagine you've got a little block between your knees. That helps to keep the big toe and the ball of the foot connection to the ground. All right, and that in turn will help to keep the adductors, your inner thighs, engaged. Otherwise, there is a tendency to work on the outside of your foot and the knee doesn't stay in line with your hip, okay? Keep it going. Now, if you're working those 2 pulses in the top range, you should be feeding this into the glutes, okay? So try and come as high as you can. 2 more like that. Keep it going, drop that chin. Keep length through the back of your neck. 2 pulses at the top and hold. Fold your left knee in. Extend that leg up. Good. Circle twice to one side and then twice to the other side. Good. Hold it there. Bend your knee. Place the foot down. Lift your hips. Fold your right knee in. Extend your leg. Circle twice in one direction and then change direction. Good. Bend your knee. Place the foot down. Lift your hips. Walk your feet in. Hold it at the top. Lift your heels. Walk the toes in towards you if you need to. This is foot strength, okay? So take it easy. Again, think of your big toe and the big ball connection to the ground, okay? Don't work on the outside of the foot. Bring the knees in line. Fold one knee in. At this point, you're on the right foot, okay? So the big toe and the ball of the foot is down, heel is lifted. Place the left foot down, lift your hips. Keep that heel up so you're on your toes. Alternate side to side. Now, if that is too much for you, just bring your heels down, it's fine. We're just trying to do a little bit more foot strength. Your feet are your foundation. You need to be able to build strength and mobility into your feet to help with the rest of the leg and to keep your knees and hips free of injuries, okay? So we need to keep working flexibility and stability into those feet. But if it's too much, then just do these alternating leg folds with your heels to the ground. Okay, 1 more to each side. Good. Heels down, right knee in, 2 circles in one direction with a bent knee, 2 circles in the other direction. Good. Foot to the floor, lift the hips, other leg in last time. 1 circle, 2 circles, and down. And spine curl vertebra by vertebra down to the floor. Well done, everybody. Left ankle onto your right thigh. Let that knee rotate. Out. Good. Curl up. Take the hands behind your right thigh and pull that leg in. So piriformis stretch. Big muscle affects the lower back, the glutes. So you're trying to work that left knee away all the time. Keep that right foot behind the right knee, which the knee is over the hip in turn. So you've got right angle on that side. Keep the weight even through the pelvis. Keep trying to pull that right leg in. Challenge that stretch. You're looking to feel that on the outside of your glutes. Okay, ankle down to the floor. Uncross, feet hip width. Right ankle onto left thigh. Nod the chin, curl up, pull the left leg in. Left ankle behind the left knee, knee over the hip. Pull the thigh, work the right knee out to the side. Tuck the chin. Remember, some of you, when this is really, really tricky, feels really tight, lots of pillows under the head, okay, you don't want to be taking tension into your shoulders and neck as you're holding this stretch. And by having your head elevated, we'll take that pressure away. Good, everybody. All right, release that leg. Pull the knees in towards you. Form a little ball by nodding the chin and curling up. So draw the abdominals back, navel to spine. You're getting flexion into this lower back. You're getting hip release. And then from there, take your left hand to your right knee. Keep your right hand where it is and extend your left leg. Pull the left knee in, extend your right leg. So single leg stretch. Good. So reaching the outside hand down towards the ankle whilst pulling the knee in with the opposite hand. Keep looking down. Keep drawing the abdominals back. Lovely. 4 more. Breathe. 3 and 2 and 1. Pull the knees in again. Little ball. Draw the abdominals back. Keep the knees there. Bring your head back to the pillow of the floor. Tuck your chin in, let your head roll from side to side to release your neck. Well done. Okay, coming into scissors. Extend your legs up. Take your hands behind your right thigh, nod the chin, curl up and lower your left. This leg as straight as you possibly can. Bring the left leg up, lower your right. Tap the floor, return, tap the floor with the other one. The leg that's traveling to the ground is going to stay straight. The one in the air is going to want to bend. The more we can keep the one in the air straight, the more we're going to engage into the lower abdominals. 4 more, and 3, tap, 2, and the last one. Bend your knees in, curl the head back. Circle your legs in one direction to release into lower back. Change direction. Hands behind the legs, see if you can curl up into a little ball and come up to balance. Good. So your feet are lifted, shoulders back. Well done, so you can take the hands away as you balance. If you can't, that's fine, just hold on to your legs, lift your chest. Brilliant, hold it here. Legs lifted. Brilliant, and then come down. Cossack arms. So one arm on top of the other. Engage the abdominals, lengthen, tilt back, and then twist to one side. Come back to the centre, twist to the other side. Come back through centre and twist. Keep your knees together and squeeze them to try and keep your pelvis facing forward. Keep that going, guys, side to side, breathing. Lovely. Excellent. 2 more to each side. Shoulders down. Centre to the other side, centre to the other side. Well done, come back and then lift up, lovely. Okay, so stretch your your legs out to the side, come up into a seated position. Brilliant, lift up, arms out to the side and see if you can just reach the toes. Okay, I'm not asking you to come too far forward at this point. Just trying to reach the toes. If that's impossible, don't worry, just come down to the shins or the knees. All right, what we're trying to do is keep the back long, so no coming forward in a bent position. Lift up from the chest and reach forward. And just hold this, just hold it here. Shouldn't be too tricky at this point, okay? Look at your feet, make sure they're pointing up, they're not rolling in or rolling out, pointing up to the ceiling. Engage the abdominals, keep that back straight. See if you can come a little bit further forward, not too far. Feel those inner thighs, hamstrings stretch. Good. Come back up. And you're going to bring your hands to your ears. Okay, I'm going to come into this position actually, so you can see me better. So hands to your ears, elbows bent. Flex your feet, rotate to one side, come back to the centre, rotate to the other side. Back to centre, rotate, back to the center and rotate. Now, next time you come to the other side, extend your arms. Hands back to the ears, back to center, rotate to the other side. Extend your arms, hands to ears, back to center. And again, rotate, extend, hands to ears, back to center, other side, extend, hands to ears, return. Okay, this time, rotate, extend your arms, and with your front arm, come down and tap your big toe. Come back up, come back to center, hands to ears, rotate to the other side. And again, extend your arms, come forward and touch your big toe. Come up, come to center, tap your ears, rotate, extend, reach with a long arm, touch the toe, come back to center, ears, other side, extend, reach and tap. So both arms at this point are extended. One arm is behind you, one arm is coming forward. Lift up, return, hands to ears, rotate, extend, reach forward, tap, come up, one more to each side. Well done, guys. This is brilliant for hips. Okay, brilliant for lower back. Even if you feel like you're not getting very far or it's really awkward, really tricky to, it's fine. You'll be doing some good for your back and hips. Okay, extend, last one, reach forward, up, come back. Hands to your shins, shoulders back, lift up from the chest, and again, come forward, all right? See if you feel like you've come even a few millimeters, centimeter further. Sure you have, okay? Press the backs of the knees down, engage the abdominals. Breathing in. And breathing out as you come back up. Well done, okay. So, straighten those legs out. Bring your arms forward, shoulders down. Very slow roll back now. So engage those leg muscles, okay? Draw the toes towards you. Lift up from your sit bones. So trying to keep your shoulders over your hips so you're not here, okay? Arms down in front of you. Lift up, draw the abdominals back and tilt the pelvis. Come really slowly down now. Good. Arms behind you. And circle the arms around. Slide one foot in towards you and slide the other foot. All right, so bring the hands behind your head. Interlink your fingers. So engage your abdominals now. Pull up on the pelvic floor and nod the chin and curl up. Fold one knee in, fold the second knee. Extend your legs up to the ceiling. Lower one leg and tap for two and return. Lower the other leg, tap for two, return. Keep that going. Lower and tap. And the same thing like with scissors. The leg that's remaining in the air, you're going to try and keep that one as straight as possible. Tap for two, return. Tap for two, return. Good. Keep it going. Look down. Keep your head supported into your hands. Lovely, well done. Keep it going, keep strong. Lost count, last one. And release. Bend your knees and hold it there. Circle them around. Well done, change direction. Hold it there. Hands behind your head. Nod the chin, curl up, extend your legs. Open them out to the side now, nice and wide. Look between your legs. Bring them together, lower them down and tap. Return. Open them out to the side. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Return. Ankles, knees connect. Lower them down. All right, keep that combination going. Out to the side. Return. Lower them down. Okay, so change angle. So you're lowering out to the side, return and lower the legs. So you stay in the curled up position as you do this. If lowering the legs too far is too much for your back, then just stay up and work here. So you're working with the adductor stretch. Okay, you don't have to lower the legs. You must be able to keep your lower back into a neutral position when you're returning the legs to the floor and back up. So 2 more. Open, close, lower. Good. My counting's gone skew with again, isn't it? And pull the knees in. Well done. Circle your feet in one direction and circle in the other. Well done, guys. All right. So feet to the floor and have your feet into, actually no, bring the ankles together. Let's just do a few side rolls. So palms facing up, knees, ankles together. Take the knees over to one side. Look down to the opposite, palm facing up. Keep the abdominals engaged. Shoulder blade connects to the floor. Breathe in. As you breathe out, squeeze the knees and return. Over to the other side. Breathe in. As you breathe out, try and soften the opposite side of the rib cage as you engage into the obliques as you return the knees back. All right, so we do this stretch week in, week out with class. It's lovely for hips and releasing in the lower back, as long as you're not flaring the rib cage as you're returning the legs, all right? So it's understanding that as those knees return to center, the ribs are softening, all right? You're trying to get a mid-back release so that you're not traveling side to side with a flared and lifted rib cage, especially for men, okay? It's a very common trait with men to lift from the ribs. So you've got to try and soften these ribs. Get the obliques working. Lovely. And the last one. We're going to turn that into a harder exercise because that's more stretch. Okay, that's stretching, releasing. So we do this in class. We do hip rolls, don't we? Side to side. So you can do that as an option. Okay, that's the next level up. If you want to make it harder still, extend your legs, okay, and travel side to side. Breathing out, breathe in to hold, breathe out to return. Breathe in at center, breathe out, travel to the other side. You must be able to keep the opposite shoulder blade down to support your upper frame. Good, and again, breathing out to travel the legs side to side. Breathe in to hold, breathe out to return. Keep that going side to side. Again, if it's too much, bend your knees, okay? Just bring them into 90-90. That's absolutely fine. All right, so one more to each side. Breathe in to hold, out to return. Lovely. And then bending the knees in, nodding the chin, and come up into your little ball again. Well done, everybody. Okay, feet to the ground, feet hip width apart, hands behind your head, and we're going to do a spine curl. All right, so start to bring it down now. So engage the abdominals, and then as you breathe out, flex into your lower back, release the tailbone and each vertebra one by one as you come up. Breathe in at the top, and as you breathe out, soften from the chest and the ribs as you come back down vertebra by vertebra. When your pelvis is in neutral, nod the chin and curl up. And curl back down again. And then go from spine curl end. Tilt the pelvis, press into all 10 toes as you lift those hips up. Breathing in, breathing out to spine curl down, soften from the chest, each mid-back vertebra coming down onto their mat one by one. Good, into neutral pelvis, nod the chin, curl up. All right, 2 more like that. Engage, tilt, press into your feet. Again, press the big toes, the balls of the feet to the ground. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out as you come back down vertebra by vertebra. Nod the chin and curl up. Keep drawing navel to spine. And release. Last one, everybody. Tilting that pelvis as you spine curl up. Keep tracking these knees and hips in line. Breathing in at the top, breathing out to spine curl down. Bring the hands down beside you, cross your right leg over your left leg completely, arms out to the side. So taking those legs to the left, keep the right shoulder blade down, And you're just going to hold it here. So make sure that right foot has touched the floor so you can release the legs and just hold this rotational stretch. Right shoulder blade down. You feel that stretch maybe through the right hip, the glutes, lower back. Breathing in, breathing out. Gently squeeze the knees together. Come back through center. Pull that left leg over to the right and look down to the left palm. Again, opening up now through that left side of the pelvis, the hip. Breathing in. And breathing out to come back. Okay, uncross the right leg, cross the left leg over. Last time, then pull that right leg over to the left. Look down to that right palm facing up and breathe in. Breathing out, squeeze the knees, come back. Last time over to the right, look down to the left. Breathing in and breathing out to come back. Well done, uncross the leg. Bring those arms a little bit closer in towards you. Let your head roll from one side to the other, just to release the muscles down the sides of the neck. Well done, everybody. Bring your arms into the air, turn your palms in, and you're going to do shoulder drops, okay? So you're going to reach your left arm up to the ceiling, so you're peeling that left scapula off from the mat. And as you breathe out, let the shoulder blade drop. Reach your right arm up. And as you breathe out, let it drop. Okay, quite easy to stretch the arm up. Not so easy just to let the shoulder drop, okay? Especially if you have injuries in the shoulder or tight neck muscles. The more you can just allow and let the tension go, just let it drop, okay? The more you're going to release these tight muscles around the neck and shoulder. Lovely stretch, right? So stretching across that wing, upper back, side to side. And the last one. Good, arms back down. And you're finished. Well done, everybody. Okay, hope the first one wasn't too hard for you. And I will endeavour to do another at the weekend. What I'm hoping to do is to do it on a Sunday. I'm going to try and get everybody out for a walk with Keith and the dogs, and then I'm going to try and do it on a Sunday. So I'll be putting it up on Monday or Tuesday. All right, so take care, everybody. Any questions, give me a message, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye.